Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. This is vlog number 13, and in today's video I just want to give you a rundown on why we are farming crickets here in Loxton South Australia and some of the benefits of farming crickets. I also want to show you guys around the place. So we don't just farm crickets here at Schubugs, we also do a bunch of other stuff between dryland farming and also growing oranges. And I'm also going to talk to you guys a little bit about the future that we have for Schubugs. So let's get into it. Okay, so for those who don't know who I am, my name is Zachary Schubert and my full-time job is playing beach volleyball, and I also do a nutrition and exercise science degree on the side. But I have a huge passion for farming, and I come from a farming family here in Loxton, South Australia, and with the help of my father, Tim Schubert, we've been able to successfully set up a cricket farm. And I'm just going to give you a bit of a rundown about how I got into cricket farming and why we are farming crickets here in Loxton, South Australia. So I just want to give you guys a quick little history lesson on Schubugs and how I got into farming crickets. It's a little bit complicated. So with my beach volleyball, we do a lot of traveling through Asia, and most of Asia, it's pretty well 80% of Asia, they consume insects for their daily diet. And with that, I thought that was super fascinating, and during my university degree I've been looking at the nutritional profile of food and how sustainable it is for the environment. And since then it's been a combination of those two coming together, which is why we are farming crickets here in Loxton, South Australia today. There are two major benefits of farming crickets, and the benefits are super sustainable for the environment and their nutritional profile. So their nutritional profile, in about 100 grams of crickets, there is around about 60 grams of protein, which is 3 times the amount of beef. And in terms of sustainability, they only use about 1 litre of water to make a kilo of body weight. So they're incredible for the environment, and they're also incredible for your health. Now, when I first started and I was farming the crickets in Adelaide, I just wanted to make my own food, and I wanted to make my own protein powder because of their nutritional profile, and it was kind of tied in with my university degree at the time. But since then, it's been pretty tough here in Loxton, South Australia. We've had around about 3 years of drought, and with no guarantee of water prices, because we do actually have an orange orchard as well. It's been a roller coaster of emotions for farming and a lot of members in the community for farming in general. So we've been looking at different options for farming in the area, and one of them has been because of crickets. They only use 1 litre of water to make a kilo of body weight, and for us, with not a lot of rainfall or tight water restrictions, it's a perfect situation. So right now, I just want to take you guys through the cricket farm and what we've been doing. But then later on in the video, I also want to show you guys some footage of us seeding at the paddock, as well as harvest time. And I'm also going to take you down to the orange orchard just to give you guys a good picture about what we do here on the family farm and also here at Schubugs. Okay, so on the YouTube channel you can go through and check out pretty much all the other little bits and pieces that we've been doing in the cricket container. This is just going to be a quick video about the boxes and how we have the farm set up. But I really encourage you to go watch those other videos because there's a lot of information. I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of questions. So quickly, I'll just take you down the other end. These are our breeders that we call them. These are our adult crickets. And if I reach in here, these are our breeding soils just down here, and that's where they would lay. And since I've been noisy, there's not many on there. But if I flick this container around this egg carton, you can see all the crickets in there. We use the egg cartons because they like to keep hidden from the light. And now this light is normally off during the day, but because we're in here, they're all trying to scatter and hide away, and this is just for comfort. We also have oranges, which is where we get our oranges down from the farm. This is a source of water and hydration for them. These are our water feeders, as well as a little oats and wheat and barley mixture that we blend up, and this is just what they consume. So these are our adults, and I'll take you down the other end now. These are our babies, and I'll try to get some that you can actually see. So these guys would be about a week and a bit old, and they only take around about 2 months to get to full size. So they are super sustainable for the environment. They are incredible in terms of not using any water or hardly any food. But with that, they also grow rapidly. Now the turnover for crickets is quite quick. They lay an egg, and they hatch within 10 to 15 days, and then they live their life out here and in comfort in the heat. So the container is also set to around about 29 degrees, I think it says on there at the moment. And this just creates an ideal environment for the crickets to be happy and chirping, which you can hear. And yeah, they're just super stoked to be in a safe environment with all the food and water in the world. Alrighty, that's a quick summary of everything that's happening in the container. If you are interested in learning a bit more about it, I would encourage you to go and watch the other YouTube videos. We're going to head down to the orange trees now, and then also out to the farm. And the footage is a little bit messy because it is seasonal work, so I am wearing different clothes, but I'll take you out there now. See ya. So this is our orange block. These oranges are not quite ready to be picked. They'll probably need another 2 to 3 weeks before they ripen up. And we've got about 15 acres of oranges here. So obviously the crickets don't need 15 acres of oranges, but we will be selling most of these oranges this year, hopefully, if the market is good. And yeah, it's a pretty nice morning here, as you can see. And now we'll head out the farm to show you guys some seeding. Okay, so now we're at the farm and it's seeding time. We've got about 5,000 acres here, and I'll just give you guys a quick little look around about what we've got. So if you've never seen any dryland farming, this is the seeding process. We've been quite lucky this year so far. We've had a bit of rain so far, I think 130 mils for the year. And yeah, hopefully it's going to turn to a pretty good seed. This is what we would call harvesting. And the wheat just feeds in through the comb here, and then it gets crushed under the kind of 2 graters and squeezes the grain out and then filters it up through the top just here. Pretty basic, but the only thing is you are here for a long time and it is long hours. So yeah, and then eventually we'll take the grain from here back to the crickets, and I'll show you a clip of us just storing it right now. Now of course, this is our main source of income on the farm, so we will sell majority of this grain that we're reaping just here, and we'll only keep a very small amount that we actually need to be able to feed our crickets, because that is the beautiful thing about farming crickets. We're finding that we're only needing to use around 2 to 3 kilos of food for them to be able to grow about 1 kilo of body weight, so it's pretty impressive what they can do. So that's everything that we do on the farm, and now I just want to talk to you guys about some future goals that we have for Schubugs. So right now we only sell for pet owners, and that's for the reptile market mainly, so the live market. And we do have some goals for selling insects for dog and cat food as well, because they are so sustainable for the environment. And we also want to sell for human consumption. So we've got a couple hurdles that we need to get over. And they're mainly to do around food safety standards, and also there isn't a lot of guidelines around farming insects in Australia, so we need to get clear that we are doing it the safest possible way for human consumption. So that's a massive goal, and with the human consumption things, it's mainly to do with the nutritional profile of a cricket. They are so good for you, and they can be used in so many ways, between making protein powders or protein bars, or putting them in your smoothies or pastries and baking. There's an endless amount of options, so it's really positive to see this industry grow, and it could be really beneficial as well for the region that we live in. It could create new jobs and boost the economy, and it could also give farmers that are struggling with drought another option for still living in this beautiful area that we live in, because this is such a great place to live. So that's pretty much everything. So I hope you enjoyed the video between the farm and also out farm down the orange trees. I hope you learned something about cricket farming, and I do really encourage you guys to go and watch the other videos on the YouTube channel. There's a whole range of videos on there about what we do here at Schubugs. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Instagram, or you can email me, and those links will be either on the video or you can just find them online. Just do a quick Google search. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.